All right, welcome everyone. Welcome to another session. We are having NFP news tonight. Well, today I haven't slept, so I still think it's night. It's another cash and coffee. It's our first NFP live trading, which is we're going live on YouTube, well, ever. And I canceled the cash and coffee yesterday, so we can have time for today and going over the setups and everything. Before we actually let's jump into it. We are going to cover more pairs today. We're gonna leave a stock alone and going to cover a bit of a cryptocurrency coins as well. And hopefully it's gonna be a good trading day. Pretty slow week so far. Well, there was moves for sure, but I wasn't able to get much of it. So let's take a look at gold to start. We had a nice sell-off yesterday on Asian session, followed by another sell in New York session, making it a total of 200 pips drop. We covered this in our live trading session and also cash and coffee as well, and talked about how this support is generating liquidity for the zone below, and DMA was kind of giving it away. All right, let me actually make this bigger. So I think, in my opinion, we are either going to see so far for the gold, at least we are either going to see continued drop and hitting those take profit levels, and after that is over we can expect so a spike down and then push to the upside is very possible. I'm thinking that if there is also a chance for them to push it up, especially with the way they're going down right now, it is possible actually. Not really a setup for me, to be honest. Well, now that I look at the I don't know. Bearish engulfing in 4 hour, and we do have a cross and retest in 15 minutes. So I still think it's more probable to go down than going up start of the news, because they already pushed it down, had a little bit of pullback, and it would be a nice time to push it for another 200-300 pips to the downside. But it's honestly nothing interesting for me to take it. I'm more comfortable with this. I'm gonna go that way. Yeah. Yeah, not really interested to do anything with it though. US30, let's take a look at it. It is looking bullish at the moment. I do have a cross and retest in 15 minutes as well. And we also definitely have places to push to the upside. As you can see, we did want to have a little bit of stop onto 4-hour DMA, which ended up to the 1 hour and 30 minutes DMA here, and then have a little bit of stop on down to 34,000. And the fact that key level has been hit and then price became bullish after it, we do have bullish engulfing too, makes me believe let me put this down here. Yeah, let me believe we have a possibility for price to push it up to 35,250. Let's see what is going to happen. Just gotta be patient. I'm probably not going to take any trade. I am already in a couple trades as before the session. And actually one of them is about to get stop hunted on break even, which is no big deal. We're gonna go over them, but I rather take things that are more clear for the news. Taking a look at GBP JPY, do like the bullish engulfings that is happening around yearly moving average, but I do not like the fact that they are inside of the range as we talked about it the whole week. Nasty range on GJ, let's leave it alone. And it is pretty much same thing. It does, however, respecting the yearly moving average. So it's very possible to start turning from here. I just don't have any confirmation for it. So it looks like so far, no confirmation on anything to get in. Now, GBP USD, I'm actually in this trade from London session. Had a pretty good entry actually. I'm sorry, that was Euro GBP with the good entry. GU is just you know, medium entry. I got in after I saw that bearish engulfing in 4 hour around here, a bit late entry even for me, but I was able to get in with 20 pips of stop loss. I got in with 22, adding the spread, and currently it's break even actually with the spread that I got in and everything. I'm up break even. I do like the 15 minutes, and this analysis was sent to my analysis channel too, and I don't really like to call trades and not get in, so got into this one. And we definitely have the possibility for price to spike back up to 1.33130, which is our DMA and key level. Yeah, I'm gonna keep holding on that, but if close to the news I don't like the setup, I'm probably going to cut the loss back. I seen 20 pips profit in this trade so far, but it came back down as of now. And I think they're trying to trap this zone a little bit even more right before the news, and then it's gonna have a little bit of a push from news induction, hit it the DMA, and then go and fill this week. We'll see. Euro USD. Now, Euro USD, I had this bullish bias up to here, but as of yesterday, after the bearish engulfing that came below 4-hour DMA, I wanted to wait and see if it's gonna reject the GPG levels and go back. And by the London session, when I saw they actually came back, retested it, and came back up, I didn't get in. I just decided to wait a little bit to see what is going on. My reason for waiting was that 4-hour DMA was my confirmation for the week when it was going up and price was spending time above it. I did not enter here because I wanted to see a stop hunt and a rejection. I'm failing to see the rejection. Price is back below DMA. We have two bearish engulfing, and even 15 minutes is crossed to the downside, and it makes sense with GU that EU also drops. So I'm no longer actually thinking that Euro USD gonna go up, and I'm thinking that it is actually possible for them that they're working as a support here, and we are having this target. And this all the time here above yearly moving average was a trap. So scenario kind of changed. I'm changing bias on Euro USD, and hopefully I'm right. Let's see if it's ready for entry or something. About 30 pips to the high. Yeah, I actually don't like the entry because 30 pip from here for news, I don't know, we have a very high chance of getting the stop out if price decide to act crazy. And we are failing to break the GPG levels as well. Let me take a look at 1 hour. Nice bearish engulfing actually. And 2 of them, 1 more actually in 30 minutes. Yeah, I think Euro USD, if it doesn't hit our stops, we can get in with 20 to 30 pips, depending on you. The only thing is to make sure that you are going to manage your risk no matter what. Okay. Let me pull it up here. All right, I'm taking Euro USD up here. So our stop would be 25 to 30 pips. And we'll see how it's gonna play out. Okay. All right, I'm set. Now let's talk about potential target for Euro USD. I do believe if they actually move, they're gonna just push it down here throughout the day or probably by the help of Monday. But I think 100 pips is quite fair as a TP for this. We're going to be looking at 1, 2, 3 probably. And the reason for the low risk to reward is simply the higher, bigger stop loss I'm putting there because of the NFP. I don't want to mess up with it. All right, let's take a look at your JPY. So your JPY is still above the zone, playing around. This is increasing the idea of GJ not going to respect this and, play around it, because Euro JPY is doing this in very macro levels. This is very visible in 4 hour, but you can see we could find things on daily time frame that messing this up as well. So I believe they are going to push this down either using the news or after the news, but we are going to be bearish on this one since here. All right. Let's speed it up a little bit because news is out in about 10 minutes. USD JPY, I still haven't seen the stop hunt above this zone. Maybe NFP is the tool to be used to stop hunt 114 and then drop it back down here. Drop to the downside is pretty much a grab of liquidity, and the target would be yearly moving average. And from here to yearly moving average, as of right now, it's about 300 pips. I don't think the whole move gonna happen using NFP, but definitely it can be used to run away and kill the other side of the trades as well. Euro Canadian. Remember that we have CAD news as well. I'm actually bullish on this. Now that we've seen this trap, I can. Well, actually, this was pretty beautiful. I'm gonna hold this one for future and educational purpose. And this, I think, is what they're working on in a very micro level. Throughout the week, they created the high, worked it as a resistance. We are above 4 hour DMA. We are above 1 hour DMA. Just broke it the last candle, but I guess that's understandable having the news right around the corner. 30 minutes is also looking, well, DMA says bullish. I know the momentum right now is not really bullish, but it looks like that I want to say stop on down rise, but we have Canadian news as well. So if they have enough liquidity, they're just gonna bust it up there. So we're gonna have like a lot of pips in here. Yeah. And Euro USD being bearish. You know what? I'm gonna leave it alone. I can't really get any clear direction from lower time frames too, so it's not waste time. Now US dollar Canadian. I've been, let me actually delete some of these. I've been working around here. Since here I was waiting for a reversal. They decided to keep pushing it up. As of right now, looks like they're continuing to work that resistance. We have multiple bullish engulfings, and if we want to draw a trend line too, let me see it around here. Yeah, you clearly can draw it in multiple different ways, here or here. I believe it's gonna be selling it off from it, to be honest. They are working towards this resistance. They pushed it a little bit. If we had the zone here, our buy stops probably going to be activated in the eyes of a retail trader. And we had GPG levels being respected, and one more time a bearish engulfing there. On 15 minutes, I do see break of averages as well as 10 minutes. Yeah, looks like it's bearish in my opinion. But I'm not gonna fight the momentum. So if not gonna fight it now. Trying to use the lessons I learned recently. Last week it was a treat to us for the last month for the US30 during NFP. Maybe 2 months ago, I'm not sure. It was last month or the month before that, where it was right at resistance, right at the with the crazy momentum, and I decided to not go against it, and then it just pushed up really nicely. With all those bullish engulfing in 4 hour and all averages being bullish, I would say it probably going to continue pushing it up too. But remember, we have both CAD and USD news, so this one can go a bit more crazier. Euro GBP. Now, I took a buy on this one, and this analysis was also sent to the analysis channel. Within the time that we entered, price did push up about 35 pips, and our stop loss wouldn't be more than 15 pips. That's why I had it on break even. I did not take any partial profit since the high was not broken. And I think due to euro showing bearish in most of these pairs, and also I know it doesn't have to do anything with euros, but I think it's going to be used to stop on the low and get rid of the buyers, induce more sellers, especially after hitting to this area. It means a lot to retail trader. So definitely set up for next week. Now USD CHF. USD CHF also, it is respecting the yearly moving average, but also failing to break and even retest any of the other averages up there. We have 30 minutes and we have 1 hour, both of them bearish. And if you look at 15 minutes now, we have price below averages. I know it does look like a consolidation breakout W formation, but we always look for it when it's in the form of break and retest, not inside of a range. Otherwise, you could have seen this as a W2. Since we have the range, I always like to see stop hunt and then, outside of the box. For that reason, I would say 0.92500 stop hunt, and then we want to see a move to the downside most likely. The only thing that makes me change my bias is that if they come up and break the 92,500, and most likely we are going to wait for hitting this zone and then come back to the DMA, we are going to buy it from there, not from here. At least not now. In future weeks, when I'm planning to change my plan, well, tweak my plan a little bit to get reversals too. And in that way, we might be able to get it, but not as of now. Taking a look at AUD USD playing out pretty nicely over the last 3 weeks. It did hit our take profits and then started to create another support. We spotted that as well. And now you can see that generation, well, liquidity is going to the market. It looks pretty bearish actually. I'm not going to fight this momentum, but definitely this can be used as a massive pullback, but it's not going to be a reversal in my opinion. If they use NFP to throw a week or something, we're gonna see continue to the downside. But if they come above 4-hour DMAs, then I think this sell-off is over. Same thing with the NZD USD as well. By the way they are consolidating and moving the price, I don't see consolidation before news. If I could see consolidation around the zone, it would be easier for me to see what is going to happen. But because they are moving, it makes it a little bit challenging. That are they going to continue? Are they going to stop hunt? When you are at this point, leave it alone. Okay. And lastly, before we finish, well, before news is out, US oil. This one, we successfully called this from $68, somewhere around here, to $100. We had multiple partial profit, one of them being $85. And then after price coming below 4-hour DMA, we knew that we have a potential target of $68. After price hitting that $68, I waited for a trap, break and retest in a form of for retail trader. And since it's close to yearly moving average, it was, an added confluence. Until today, we didn't have any break of DMAs to confirm it, but today we had just a little bit of a small break to the upside, a DCR, and that's when I got in. Currently in a bit of profit, and I'm bullish on oil. News is out in about 7 seconds. Let's jump in on maybe EU to see if it is actually going to play out. Yeah, news is out, and I'm out on Euro USD as well. My stop loss was pretty close to the high. US oil is standing there, not going anywhere. And GP USD also decided to make that a stop hunt. Still gonna work around this support. Yeah, the only way that I would change bias by today's NFP is that by the end of this hourly or 4-hour candle that is going on, you don't want to see a wick. If you see a wick, most likely the macro is going to continue. But if you see a break, full candle breaking DMAs, then it is most likely that you are going to see a change in direction in next week. All right. UK oil, I never actually looked at it. But looks like pretty much like the US oil. I see the same situation in there. Yeah, pretty much looks like you have like looking at same chart. Yeah, I'm bullish on this one too then. But EU and GU, I'm happy that I got to stop out pretty quick. Didn't have to think about it. Let's see. I'm just checking to see if there was any kind of slippage or something. Nah, that's good. Thank you, my broker. Let's take a look at US dollar Canadian. Yeah, this is stopping people out. Couldn't really trust it. And also couldn't really go against that momentum as well. Didn't have any confirmation other than this one little trap, which is in compared to other things that that were telling me price have a chance to go up. This was literally nothing, a small little trap, which didn't even have a correct candle confirmation that I wanted, Let's take a look at US30. Yeah, US30 pushing it up. Probably going to continue up to here. And GBJPY being a little bit bullish too. Interesting. Let me see. Oh, Bitcoin is going up. As well as Ethereum. Damn, NFP working on crypto better. Let's take a look at gold as well. I'm gonna check the chat. GBP head and shoulder anticipating reversal. Let's take a look at it. GBP Well, to be honest, I do see more place for it to go up. One of them being around here, which is just a bit left from it. And also you can look at the other high up here. And there would be about 150 something pips from where it is right now. So I'm actually not really interested on reversal, because in my opinion, any kind of reversal right now, it's going to be just, induction. It's a minor reversal and I'm at least not interested to taking them, Oil looks like it's the only trade that played out for me. Actually, GBP USD and AUD USD, both of them throwing massive wicks, which kind of confirms my analysis and says that I'm right, but I'm already stopped out and I'm not planning to get in unless if the 10 minutes candle, sorry, not really, the 15 minutes. If the 15 minutes candle closes with a wick or something, with the respect to the DMA and the stop loss be okay, I might take the chance. Otherwise, I'm sorry, I'm just going to leave it alone. Let me know if you guys are into any trade. Gold. And I'm quickly going to scan through pairs, see what is going on. Yeah, this week was consolidation, mostly for a lot of pairs. And if they don't make any move today by NFP, it's actually, in a way, is good for us. And also, it's not really surprising. So USD JPY also throwing some wicks to the downside. Gotta see how this 1 hour close. Euro Canadian. Yeah, coming down to this. Looks like the second scenario we talked about is going to happen. where basically the sellers here, well, they're generating sellers liquidity, and this is part of the induction. It really about where they close. Okay. US dollar Canadian still going down. I do like how they just perfectly hit the DMA and GPG level in 1 hour. If they respect this, we have a massive chance of breaking this same resistance for the next week or even today. All right, Euro GBP. I do still like the setup. Just don't like the rejections to GPG levels. And yeah, we'll see. And USD CHF. Throw a massive wick down to the low of last 2 days. Didn't touch the last 3 days or basically low of the week, but they throw a wick kind of there. And I'm not going to be surprised if they continue dropping. AUD, yeah, starting that induction, but closing them like a week. Still left time for the closing. Half of the candle is there to be created. But at least as of right now, it looks like a week. All right, so that is basically it about trading. I'm going to accept the loss on EU and GU, not going to try them again. I'm going to hold my US oil trade buys, and I think I'm gonna swing this one because my targets are pretty macro on this. Let us go to cryptocurrency and see, how's everything over there. I actually did have some buys. That's the desktop. That's better. Let's open coin 360 first. Go over it. It looks pretty green, which is a good thing. I got some BNB yesterday. Well, actually not the yesterday of, like actually yesterday. It was today, but for me it's yesterday. Let me go to load the charts as well and give you guys some information about what I'm looking at and what are we doing. So one of the things that I actually bought was this VET. When I say I bought, it's not like I didn't have it. I had before. I just saw that price is good and have the probability to move from here. That's why I executed and got some of them. All right. And I'm going to share with you some that I got and some of them that I'm planning to get, waiting for a better price right now. All right. So one of the things that I got was Tron. Tron is actually one of the coins that paid really nicely back in, I think it was here. This was our call in one of the best calls of the year. Around here, we called it, and we actually took some profit up there. I think up here, not the second one. And then we were waiting for it all the way till now. I still had some coins, but I decided to get another bag on this one today. This Matic that we talked about it yesterday. Also, I had a chance to buy. Actually, not that greatest price. I got it at 215 around here in middle of this candle, but I'm still into the profit right now. Then we got also some Ripple bullish engulfing that I saw in one of the reasons I bought them is that they're in the yearly moving average, and the chance for cryptos to go up is a lot higher than going down. And being at the yearly moving average is just a good price to execute. The more price is closer to averages, the better is going to be for you. At least you're getting into average of the price, not at the high, not at the low, at the average price for the year or month or day. That's the whole magic about DMA. Now, it might not be super accurate if you want to follow it like this in Forex, but trust me, I've been doing this in stock. I've been doing this in cryptos in terms of investment. When I buy it and just I don't look at it, even if it goes down, I'm holding my asset. And in that case, a lot of good analysis that played out, a lot of nice profit that I was able to get using, this just this probability, right? Getting the price closer to average and then execute it rather than high and low. Okay. So Ripple was also another purchase of me. It was less than $1. I still have my Ripples back at, where are you? 40 cents and 25 cents. Still have them. Very proud of this coin that I have. And I'm sure I will keep them until I see $5 or $10. So Ripple is good too. Now, what was the rest? What was the next one I got? There was another one too. Let me just quickly check my account. Oh, CRO. So crypto.com, I said it multiple times inside of the cash and coffee or live sessions and everything that you really should get into this crypto.com coin. It allows you to stake, it allows you to just hold, and it does have a good potential. Okay, they are doing good. So this coin I actually got in a little bit around here. I just added more, and I'm gonna see if it drops more down. We are going to continue buying it, and there was another one I got. Well, obviously I said it. I got BNB. I got some Ethereum. They're going actually good. And we also got, XMR, Monero. I got some Monero as well. So the coins that I'm waiting to get is Zcash. Not this one. It's ZRX, my bad. Yeah, do I have it here? Well, I'm gonna add it. So this is one of the coins that I'm waiting for it to see it basically coming down, and I just don't have the confirmations as I like it, like in daily and everything. They're down. Sand is one of them. ZRX is one of them. Mana is one of them. Although I do have Mana already and I purchased it, I'm actually already in profit on them. But I do think there is a chance for them to drop a little bit, and then I'm gonna buy it there. I decided to wait. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know what you guys think. And I mean, Cat J, someone said, Cat JPY and Cat CHF buys yesterday. Oil's daily candle closed as a bullish pin bar, which is a strong reversal sign. I'm bullish on Cat. Good. I am going with the momentum too, and due to the momentum, Cat is looking bullish. Where are you? Well, overall, not now. Yeah, you gotta just let it do what it's good at doing, which is trapping people. You can clearly see the trap up there. Now that I'm moving this zone, I can see the bit more clear of for the trap, but still that doesn't change my overall bias. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you learned something new in this lesson. EU and GU, you can see that they're closing as a bearish and weeks. That means we're right, and it's going to continue dropping. I'm just hoping not doing it today, because if they do, I'm just going to take a loss on a winning trade that I should have. But that's all good. Can't fight it. And it's end of the week. Time to, get out of the charts and have some fun. Yeah, looks like oil also going up. All right, cool. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and weekend. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share these videos with your friends, and let's grow. Until next week, Tuesday, New York session, and another cash and coffee. Peace out.